Tonight, Tokyo is settling into sleep and has invited you along for the ride. You are standing on a platform. The air is cool, just slightly. The kind of cool that makes your shoulders drop without you asking them to. It is late, very late. The platform is almost empty. A single overhead light casts a warm, amber glow across the polished concrete floor. You look down and notice your reflection. Soft, blurred, peaceful. Somewhere in the distance, a train chime plays. 3 gentle notes. Clear, musical, final. This is the last Yamanote line train of the night, and it is yours. The train glides in without effort, without sound almost, as if it has been expecting you. The final Yamanote line train waits beneath soft station lights, the famous green circle, a train that never truly leaves the city, a train that simply keeps embracing it, again and again and again. The doors slide open, warm air spills outward, a quiet invitation. You step inside. The carriage is warm, immediately, genuinely warm. The kind that wraps around your arms and the back of your neck like a cashmere throw that someone placed there just for you. The lighting inside is soft, golden. The ceiling panels glow like the last light of a winter afternoon, amber and cream and the quietest shade of honey. The seats are covered in a dusty mauve fabric, clean, smooth. You run your fingers across the surface as you find your place by the window. You sit. The doors close behind you. You settle beside the window. The seat cushions welcome you. The gentle hum of electricity fills the silence. Somewhere beneath your feet, steel wheels begin turning. The train departs slowly. Outside, Tokyo begins to drift past you. Thousands of lights stretch into the darkness. Apartment towers, office buildings, convenience stores glowing like tiny lanterns, vending machines standing quietly on corners, each one creating little islands of light. Inside the train, the carriage is nearly empty, only a few passengers. With paths crossing briefly through the same night, near the far end, a young woman sits with her shoes slipped halfway off her feet. She is dressed in a long coat, the color of dark forest moss. Her head rests against the window at a soft angle. Her eyes are closed. Her hands are folded loosely in her lap, palms facing up. She has had a long day, and she too is letting the train carry her home. 2 seats ahead of you, a man sits very still. His silver hair is neatly combed. He holds a small convenience store bag on his lap. The bag, twisted at the top, has a warm, delicate, sweet, earthy fragrance drifting from it. Perhaps a mochi, perhaps something he bought for someone at home. He pulls the bag closer and looks out of the window with a soft, peaceful look. By the door, a couple leans together. She has headphones in one ear and the wire disappears into his coat pocket, where he holds the other bud. They are sharing something. A song, perhaps, or just the quiet. Their eyes are closed. Everyone here is on their way toward rest. And so are you. Across from you sits a young woman carrying a violin case. She too rests her head against the window, her eyes closed, a faint smile on her face. Perhaps she has just finished performing, playing music beneath warm stage lights, and now the audience is gone. The applause has faded. Only the journey home remains. The train gains its rhythm, a slow, gentle rocking, forward and back, forward and back. You turn toward the window. Tokyo opens up before you. The night outside is deep navy, a deep velvety blue that is threaded through with light. Gold light, pink light. The slow blink of neon signs reflected in wet pavement below. The train is elevated here above the city, and you see far. Rooftops layered in every direction like stacked lacquer boxes. Water towers, satellite dishes with rusted edges, a single window lit amber where someone inside is moving slowly through their home. The train slows. A gentle electronic chime fills the carriage. A calm bilingual voice, soft as rain, announces the station. Shibuya. You have seen photographs of Shibuya at its peak, the famous crossing, the hundreds of bodies moving in every direction at once, the screens blazing enormous and electric above it all. But not tonight. Tonight, Shibuya is sleeping. From your window, you look down at the famous scramble crossing below. The lights still cycle, red, green, red, faithfully, dutifully, even for no one. One of the busiest places on earth, yet tonight, only a handful of figures move through its wide, white lines. The crosswalk is almost empty. One figure, a delivery cyclist in a yellow jacket, waits patiently at the red. His breath makes a small cloud in the night air. The enormous video screens above the intersection are still glowing, but softly now. They cycle through slow, ambient visuals, a shower of cherry blossoms that fall in slow motion across the face of a building 12 stories tall. The blossoms fall and fall and fall, pink and white and utterly unhurried. You watch them as the train lingers at the platform, breathing slowly. The petals on the screen drift toward the ground, and something inside you drifts too. The doors close. The train moves on, and Shibuya falls away slowly behind you. Beautiful, glowing, asleep. For a moment, the reflection in the glass becomes stronger than the city itself. You see your own reflection, the warm carriage lights, the sleeping passengers, the endless rhythm of motion. Then the city returns, layered over everything, reflection and reality together, like two dreams sharing the same window. A station passes, then another. Time begins to stretch, not slower, not faster, simply softer. Between stations, the world becomes a moving painting. The track hums beneath you, a low, even vibration that you feel more than hear, in the soles of your feet against the carriage floor, in the base of your spine against the cushioned seat. It is a frequency that says, you are moving, but you do not have to try. It says, the distance is being covered without your effort. It says, rest. The violinist opens her eyes. She looks outside, watching the city, just as you are. For a moment, you wonder what she sees. Maybe she notices a rooftop garden hidden among concrete buildings. Maybe she notices moonlight reflecting from distant windows. Maybe she is remembering a song. Whatever she sees, it makes her smile. Then she closes her eyes once more. Outside the window, the city streams past like watercolors in the rain. Buildings blur at the edges. Signs trail light behind them like slow comets. A vending machine, standing alone at a street corner, glows orange and white in the dark, surrounded by nothing. Loyal, patient, waiting for no one tonight, and content about it. You think, how peaceful peaceful it must be to simply glow, to offer warmth without expectation, to simply be there, quietly, in the dark. Soon, Harajuku. By day, this small neighborhood hums with color. Shops painted in bubblegum pink, velvet blue, mint green. Crepe stands with hand-painted menus and long queues of people holding something sweet. Takeshita Street, barely wide enough for 2 umbrellas side by side, packed with teenagers and tourists and the intoxicating smell of freshly made waffles. But now, Harajuku is the quietest of all. The little shop fronts are shuttered in corrugated metal, painted over with murals, a giant strawberry, a cartoon kitten wearing a bow, a swirl of pastel clouds. The colors, even in the night time, are still soft. The streets below are completely empty now. Not lonely, no, just still. Like a stage set between performances, all the magic held inside it, waiting. Beyond Harajuku Station, you can just make out the dark trees of Yoyogi Park in the distance. They rise tall and black against the navy sky, ancient and enormous, like guardians standing watch over the sleeping city. The forest does not sleep. It breathes. Long before trains, long before skyscrapers, long before neon signs, those trees were already growing. Long, slow breaths of cool air that drift from between the trees and settle over the neighborhood below like a blessing. You breathe with it, in and out, in and out. Ahead, Shinjuku rises from the darkness. The skyline appears first, a forest of towers, glass and steel reaching upward. By day they feel enormous, but at night they become peaceful, silent giants watching over the city. Thousands of illuminated windows float against the darkness, each one a tiny constellation, a private star. The train eases into Shinjuku Station. A handful of passengers step aboard as the doors close. Late office workers in pressed suits, their ties loosened, their briefcases held loosely at their sides. They choose seats with the careful, automatic ease of people who have done this 10,000 times. One man sits close to you. He removes his glasses and pinches the bridge of his nose slowly. Then he leans his head back against the seat and closes his eyes. He is gone within 2 stops, deeply, simply, honestly asleep. There is a particular grace to that, you think, the ability to simply trust the train, to surrender to the route you already know by heart. You look out the window at Shinjuku's famous skyline. Even at this hour, the skyscrapers are impossible to ignore. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building rises in the near distance. Twin towers of grey stone and glass, lit from within by a steady, governmental blue-white light. Serious, monumental. And yet, at this hour, somehow gentle. The neon signs of the Kabukicho Entertainment District are beginning to dim now. One by one, they switch off, like candles being gently, lovingly extinguished. A hostess club sign flickers once, twice, then goes dark. A sushi restaurant marquee, open 24 hours, glows on stubbornly in warm red. And somewhere, deep in the maze of Golden Gai, a handful of the tiniest bars in the world are still glowing. Each one barely larger than a walk-in wardrobe, each one holding 3 or 4 people at most, speaking in low voices over cold sake and warm conversation. Tokyo keeps her secrets close at this hour. The train glides past restaurants preparing to close. Steam curls from kitchen vents. Golden light spills onto rain-dark streets. A chef bows goodbye to his final customer. A bicycle waits patiently outside. Everything feels unhurried. No one is chasing tomorrow. Not yet. A gentle announcement echoes through the carriage. The station name, soft and melodic, almost like a lullaby. The Yamanote line curves north now. The train leans into it, just slightly, and you lean with it, your shoulder finding the cool glass of the window. You let your eyes grow heavy, not closed, just soft, unfocused, letting the world outside become a gentle blur of color and light. You are not watching anymore. You are simply receiving. The amber glow of streetlights, the steady green pulse of a traffic signal changing for no one. The dark ribbon of a river passing beneath the track, the Kanda, or perhaps the Sumida, its surface holding the faintest reflection of the sky. A heron, white and impossibly still, standing at the edge of the riverbank in the dark. You blink slowly. The heron is already gone. Ueno, one of Tokyo's oldest neighborhoods, home to the great park, the cherry trees, the museums sleeping behind their dark stone facades. As the train draws alongside the edge of Ueno Park, you see them. Lanterns. Paper lanterns in pale red and gold sway gently in a breath of wind you cannot feel from here, but can imagine perfectly. They hang there, blowing softly, patiently, strung between cherry trees that stand in long, endless rows. The lanterns cast a warm, amber light, the kind of light that makes your face feel soft and your thoughts feel slow. You glimpse a pond. Moonlight rests upon its surface, a perfect silver mirror. Everything appears suspended, between waking and sleeping, between memory and dream. The train passes Ueno slowly, its lanterns, its quiet park paths, its sleeping museums, its ponds reflecting moonlight. The lanterns trail behind you, receding in the dark. And you carry that warmth with you, amber light behind your eyelids, as the train moves on. The elderly man across from you opens one eye, checks the station, and closes it again. Not his stop. Not yet. Outside, Tokyo continues flowing, street by street, block by block, like a river of light. Akihabara appears next, the electronics district, the otaku heartland, the neighborhood that never quite fully sleeps. Even now the kanji signage is enormous and blazing, layered up the faces of 6, 8, 10-story buildings like a vertical city of light. Green signs, blue signs, red, white, all stacked and overlapping and competing for a sky full of attention. But without the daytime crowds, there is something unexpected here. It is beautiful. Purely, unexpectedly beautiful. Like a city made of stained glass, glowing from within. You press your face closer to the window. The electric district. Yet even here, the night has softened everything. Bright signs glow like distant constellations. Arcades rest in silence. Glass towers reflect one another endlessly. A convenience store remains open. A lone employee arranges shelves with calm precision, each movement unhurried, almost meditative. Outside another building, A vending machine glows quietly, like a tiny lighthouse in the city. The floor of a building devoted entirely to capsule machines glows from within. Hundreds of small, round capsules in clear plastic cases, each one holding a mystery. A tiny ceramic cat, a miniature ramen bowl, a perfectly rendered strawberry the size of a fingernail. The train continues its journey. You reach into your bag. Earlier tonight you stopped at a convenience store and you chose a small snack, something to carry with you just for this ride. A can of hot milk tea, the kind in the short, smooth aluminium can. You wrap your hands around it and feel the warmth travel up your palms and into your wrists. You open the can. The first sip is faintly sweet. Milk and tea, a whisper of caramel, cinnamon. You take another sip. You let it settle. You notice the warmth moving down your throat and pooling gently in the center of your chest. There it is, right there. Warmth. The train curves again. Yurakucho. Under the railway arches here, tiny yakitori restaurants huddle together in a long row. Most are shuttered now, their grills cold, their plastic curtains pulled. But one remains. A small yellow light burns at the entrance, a hand-lettered sign. A low wooden counter inside, just barely visible through the steamed glass. An old man behind the counter wipes the surface in slow, circular motions, deliberately, the way you might polish something you have owned your whole life. He is not in a hurry. You watch him, just for a moment from the moving train, and then Shinagawa, the southernmost point of your loop tonight. From here, on a clear day, you can see Tokyo Bay, a great grey-blue expanse of water that opens toward the Pacific. Tonight, the bay is invisible, but you know it is there. You can feel it in the air, a particular softness, a faint salted quality, the way the breeze moves differently near open water. The water, always moving, and yet always still somehow underneath the movement. Like you tonight, moving through the city on this gentle, looping train, moving and yet resting, carried without effort. Meguro River drifts past now, the dark water threading slowly between its stone banks. The bare trees leaning in from either side, their branches reaching toward each other across the water, but not quite touching. Almost touching. Almost. At Ebisu, a new passenger boards. She wears a soft-looking coat. The hair is swept loosely behind her ears. She carries a tote bag, the canvas kind, worn at the handles from years of use, and inside it you can see the spine of a thick paper bag. She settles into a seat diagonally from yours. She opens the book. She does not look at her phone. She does not put in headphones. She simply opens the book, finds her page, and begins to read. You watch her for a moment, the slight movement of her eyes across the page, the occasional lift of a corner of her mouth, a private smile at something only she can see. She is absolutely here, absolutely present. On this late train, on this quiet night, she is simply in her world. You look back out the window. The city rocks you gently. The rhythm of the train, the darkness outside, the softness settling over your thoughts. The city remains Tokyo, yet your imagination begins drifting somewhere else. Kyoto. Not the Kyoto of guidebooks, not the Kyoto of busy afternoons, but Kyoto at night. A Kyoto that feels suspended between dreams. You imagine a narrow stone pathway, smooth from centuries of footsteps. Moonlight rests upon its surface, silver and calm. Wooden townhouses line the street, their latticed windows glowing softly, warm golden rectangles floating in darkness. A single lantern sways gently outside a tea house, its paper surface illuminated from within, its light moving like breathing. You hear distant water, a small stream flowing beneath an old bridge. You smell cedar wood, fresh rain, tatami straw. And for a few beautiful moments, Kyoto and Tokyo exist together. The train continues its loop, and you are no longer quite tracking the stations. You are simply here, inside the warmth, inside the soft amber light, inside the gentle sway. Your eyelids are heavy now, not uncomfortably so, pleasantly, sweetly, like velvet curtains closing slowly over a stage. The world outside is a slow dream of light and dark, blurred edges, soft colors, the hum of the track beneath you, the breathing of the carriage around you, the city that holds you. The train rounds another curve, the city bends softly around you, and beyond the glass, Tokyo becomes even quieter. You pass small apartment buildings, laundry hangs motionless on balconies, tiny gardens sleep beneath moonlight. Now you are walking, or perhaps dreaming you are walking, through Gion at night. The streets are empty, the wooden facades glow with warm amber light. Paper lanterns sway gently beneath dark eaves. Rain has recently fallen, the stones shine. Every lantern reflected twice, once above, once below. A woman in an elegant kimono crosses a bridge ahead. She moves quietly through the mist, not hurried, not delayed, simply moving at the pace of the night. She disappears around a corner, leaving only the sound of distant water. The train rocks gently and continues its endless circle, a ring of comfort, a ring of light, a ring of sleep. The train seems slower now, somehow, its motions softer, its sounds lower, its rhythm slower. Soon, Tokyo Station arrives, the grand heart of the city. Its historic red brick building glows softly in the distance, elegant, timeless, beautiful even in darkness. The station feels less like a place, more like a doorway between worlds, just as this train is becoming. Outside the window, you suddenly catch sight of a hotel high above the city. Golden curtains, warm light, quiet luxury. Somewhere inside, someone is enjoying room service beside a large window, looking down at Tokyo, wrapped in a soft robe, listening to the rain. Outside, Tokyo slowly transforms. Glass towers become temple gates. Traffic lights become lanterns. Railway bridges become stone pathways crossing quiet streams. You are no longer certain where Tokyo ends or where Kyoto begins. The train rocks, back and forth, back and forth. Your breathing follows, effortlessly. Inhale slowly, exhale softly. The train breathes with you. Now Ikebukuro appears. Its towers rise from the darkness, gentle silhouettes beneath the moon. Yet even here, everything feels slower. The Yamanote line is a circle. There is no terminus, no end. It simply loops and loops and loops, patient and faithful, carrying its passengers around the great ring of the city, station by station, through all the hours. The train continues, the city circles, the night deepens. And somewhere between Tokyo and Kyoto, between station and dream, between movement and stillness, you begin drifting further inward. The world grows softer, the sounds grow quieter, the lights grow warmer. Everything becomes easier. Everything becomes gentler. The train glides onward. Shinagawa approaches. The rails hum beneath you, a low silver note, steady, comforting, ancient somehow, as though trains have always existed, as though this train has been circling Tokyo forever. The train circles onward, always forward, always returning, like breathing, like waves, like sleep itself. Komagome arrives. The station appears almost dreamlike. The platform glows beneath pale lantern light, or perhaps station light. You can no longer tell. The doors open. No one boards, no one leaves. Only silence enters. Tonight, you need nothing more than this: the rhythm of a train, the glow of a city at rest, the warmth that wraps around you like something given freely. The night continues. You do not need to follow any story anymore. You do not need to remember anything. You only need to rest. Notice your breath. Nothing to change, nothing to control. Simply breathing in and out. In and out. Every exhale softens the body. Every exhale releases the day. Your shoulders soften. Your jaw softens. Your hands soften. The train carries everything else. You are safe. You are warm. You are supported. A soft life flows toward you effortlessly. You do not chase peace. Peace finds you. You do not force abundance. Abundance flows gently toward you. You do not rush. You do not struggle. You do not prove. You simply allow. You allow beauty. You allow rest. You allow comfort. You allow ease. The universe supports you. The night supports you. You do not need to stay awake for this. You do not need to see how it ends. The train will continue its loop long after you are gone from it. It will carry other sleepers, other dreamers. But you are already home. Wherever you are lying right now, whatever bed, whatever room, whatever gentle darkness surrounds you, that is your train. That is your carriage. And it is warm, and it is yours, and it is moving softly through the night. Let your body be heavy. Let your thoughts slow. Let the sounds around you become part of the rhythm. Let the dark become velvet. Let yourself be held. You are safe. You are home. Breathe in and out. Sleep now. The city is watching over you. The train continues its gentle circle. round and round, steady and slow, like a cradle, like a lullaby, like sleep. The city becomes distant, the lights become distant, the story becomes distant. Only rest remains, only peace remains, only softness remains. And somewhere beyond the final station, beyond Tokyo, beyond Kyoto, beyond even dreams, sleep is waiting for you. Good night.